Can I ask what the flowers are for?
Huh?
Can I ask what the flowers are for?
I'm going to pass them to the protesters.
That's very awesome. Thank you.
Come on, make some noise tonight. Make some noise tonight. Come on, George Floyd, he couldn't make noise. But tonight we can make some noise tonight. We can raise our voices. We can raise our voices and say we are the change we've been waiting for. We are the change we've been looking for.
How's it going tonight? 1 John chapter 4 verse 18 says, perfect love casts out all fear, for fear has to do with torment. And those who fear, hallelujah, those who fear have not been made perfected in love. And so what I've learned in my life and what I learned at the tender age of 35 is that we are sick and tired of being tormented by someone else's fear. We are sick and tired of being tormented by someone else's fear. You know what I'm saying? We are sick and tired of being tormented by someone else's fear. You fear my future, you fear my freedom, you fear my education, you fear my dream. What is it about me that you fear?
I'm excited to be here today to stand up for justice. Now listen to me. I've served in the military for 35 years. I know about justice. And it is time for us to rise up together as a nation to say we are one. The first thing I want to leave with you today is that we must learn to love. Everyone say love. Love, no matter what color you are, no matter what ethnicity you may have, no matter what origin you may have. We must learn to love and respect one another. What happened in America this week, the last 8 days in America, is a demonstration of the time is now for change and true love. It is time for true love. Love that is not based on the color of my skin. Love that doesn't identify me by my religion, but love is based on the fact that you are a human. I am a human. All of us are God's children. Love somebody. The second thing I want to leave with you tonight is integrity. If we're going to move forward in America, we must not only have love for our fellow man, but we must have integrity. Everything we do, we must do it with dignity and honesty. And what we saw with the heinous murder of Mr. George Floyd was not done with integrity. It was not done with honesty. It was done with hatred. It was done with vileness. And today we send a message to America. We are tired of it, and it is time to rise up with integrity and do the right thing. Yes, we are. And we're going to do the right thing with criminal justice reform. We're going to do the right thing with police reform. And so, no longer if you wear a badge, will it be the opportunity to carry out vile and vicious acts of brutality. No longer if you wear a badge will there not be any punishment for acting out. Now is the time for integrity. Integrity. Integrity in America. And so we must rise up. We must rise up together. We can no longer have prosecutors who hide and they also cover up the injustice done for years and years. We need integrity. Can you shout it? We need integrity. We need integrity. We need justice. So here it is. We said we need love. We need integrity. And the last thing I want to leave with you tonight is that we need faith. Everyone say we need faith. We need to believe in the impossible. It is possible that America can rise up. It is possible that I can love my brother and my sister. It is possible that I can do the right thing no matter what the other person did to me, because I have faith. Faith to move the mountain of racial injustice. Faith to move the mountains of despair. Faith that will join us together as brothers and sisters. Faith that will build a new America. I have news for you. We're not trying to make America great again. We're not trying to make America great again. But there's a new future for America. A new America where we have justice, where we have liberty, where we have freedom, where we have rights for all humankind.
This week, you are going to help me explain to my kids that there's still godly people in this world. That there's still people that love in this world. You, with your actions, with your attitudes, with your posts, with the way you live, with the way you act, with the claim that you set in this city, are going to help me tell my kids that God is still living in Portland. That there is no hope for the future. We talked about breathing, and we're still breathing, right? Are we still breathing? Yes. But now we determine what we're going to breathe. With our life, we'll determine what kind of climate we're going to breathe. We're going to breathe a climate of love, a climate of freedom, a climate of acceptance, and a climate of reconciliation. My children will breathe, and I will breathe a new breath of fresh air in Jesus' name. Father God, I pray this afternoon. I pray for every children, for every child, for every parent having to raise children in this day and age, in 2020, in the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of racism, in the midst of protesting and rioting, in the midst of Father sickness. Father, I pray for the parents, for the families, for the children. God, give us strength, give us power, and only come to you. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray today. Amen and amen. Give the Lord a round of applause.
We're out here because we care. You all care. You decided that when you got out of bed today, when you got out of bed yesterday, when you got out of bed the day before, I think we're on day 5 or 6. For the last 5, 6 days, you got out of bed and you decided you were done being tired. Because we're not tired, are we? We're not tired, are we? You were done being tired, so you came out here in these streets demanding for justice. Because we are not going to settle for anything less. For 401 years we have settled for less. We are no longer settling for less. Today and for the last 5 days you have sat atop a turning point in history. You have sat atop an axis of a tilting globe. We are tilting the globe in favor of justice. We are tilting the globe in favor of finally working towards equality for black lives. Because when each and every black person wakes up in America and across the world, they should know that their life matters just as much as everybody else's. You should matter to everybody else just as much as you matter to your mama. Just as much as you matter to your pop. No one ever should be able to tell you that you don't matter. No cop should ever be able to post up on your neck for 9 goddamn minutes and take your life in the street. That should never be a case in a country that was supposed to be built on the foundations of democracy, of the people, of equality. It may have been built on that, but it was only, and I'll tell you, it was only built like that for rich white men. And somehow, let me get them fists up. Somehow along the way, black people fell all the way down to the goddamn bottom of the totem pole. We built this fucking country and somehow we ended up at the bottom. We should be at the top. We are done taking last place. We are done being in the back of the pack. We are here to lead. Every revolution in this country has been built on the backs of black women. That is not changing. I may be speaking to you now, but I promise you all of my knowledge came from black women. I want you to remember that when you go to sleep tonight. I want you to remember who it is that matters to you most importantly. I want to remember who you gather your knowledge from. I want you to remember why it is that you come out here to preach in these streets demanding for justice. I love you all so much. I want this country to love you just as much. We can do that together. We can shift everybody's mindset. It's gonna take time. It's not gonna be easy. We're gonna be out here for weeks, months, years. People have been fighting for generations. And we are still in these streets marching because it's not easy. If it was easy, it would have happened already. If it was easy, I wouldn't be standing up here screaming my goddamn lungs out every night. That's fucking right. But again, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. So like I said before, and I will reiterate because some of us are hard-headed, myself included, I need you out here every night until we get justice. Because with no justice, there's no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Full street, high street. 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 Full street, high street.
That doesn't mean we pass
Some water? Got it. How far you Hey, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I think anybody who has spray paints can start making everything colorful at this point.
Red stripe, show your name! 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 Red stripe, show your name!
Let's not record them.
Can't even see their faces.
Okay, it don't matter. Don't record them.
Oh my god, okay. Just like relay to me like what happened? Just like
So there I was on, I believe it was 4th and Avis, or 4th and, I don't know, some parking structure, watching everything from above around 11:30 last night. And there's a bunch of like broken windows in that parking structure. And I'm looking at the ground. I have a decent bicycle that I ride every day. I'm an avid bicyclist here in Portland. Because that's what you do in Portland. You ride your bikes and you go to work and you do what you do. And this is crazy. This is like, there's so much shit going on. Well, long story short, 7, 8 motorcycle cops came cruising up there and they just ganged up on me and said, "That's a nice bike. It must be stolen." I like, "Oh, what do you have in your pockets?" "Oh, it's in your backpack." There's people calling the cops and saying they're going through their cars, and I'm like, I would never do that. Well, they took everything off my back and they tried to throw me in the back of a van. And me personally, I've had, you know, I've experienced some stuff in my life, and I didn't want to go in the back of that van with 9 men. And so for 25 minutes, here I am struggling, trying to get free from these men, and they're just being brutal. They stepped on my handcuffs and they put their knees on my handcuffs, and I got MRSA by the time I got to court, and they released me on medical release, pre-trial release, because they don't have enough medical attention to help me out. And so they released me this morning with nothing, with one shoe. And yeah, I mean, I fought my way out. I tried to get out of that van, but for 25 minutes here I'm in and out of this van. And finally they took me to jail, and I just slept it off, and I'm completely covered in bruises right now. And the only thing they didn't touch was my neck or my face, but I think that they know better at this point.
yeah, they
And so, yeah, they didn't not once touch my neck or my face, but they beat every other part of my body.
all the other parts that wouldn't be seen.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm wrapped up because of it.
Could I just film your hands maybe?
Yeah, man. I mean, I washed them really well. And
Just like seeing the wraps and shit, dude, and like you can tell like your hands like went through some shit.
oh my God. And my ankles and my calves and my shins, and they were kicking my shins with their steel-toed boots and just beating me senseless, dude. And then I just gave up. And I like broke down in the back of the van, and I gave up, and I went to jail, and I thought that was it. I was going to be going. They tried to charge me with like theft in the first, like 5 charges of theft in the first, and all kinds of these like crazy stuff that I'm not involved in. And the judge was like, "No, we're going to let him go right now." And so I got pretrial release, but that's essentially what happened to me. from yesterday to today. And I'm out here supporting the movement. I think there are some actions that just don't need to be happening out here, but there are some pissed off people. And I mean, I support the movement. I just don't support all the craziness. You know, I don't even feel violent, or I don't even feel like I'm motivated to be violent towards cops or anything like that after being neglected and disrespected. I just feel like that shouldn't be happening to anybody.